Dear students, now I am going to discuss William Wordsworth's short poem, A Slumber Did My Spirit Seal. A slumber did my spirit seal. First of all, I should explain something about William Wordsworth. As I have mentioned previously, William Wordsworth is the father of Romanticism in England. Romanticism means the style of writing related to nature, human feelings and political thoughts. Right? Romanticism is that style, that age, latter part of 18th century and 19th century. Age is called romantic age. Writers are called romantics. We don't use the word romantic for poets from other countries, Africa, Sri Lanka, India, Australia, America. We don't tell them as romantic poets. The word term romantic and romanticism is related to England only, right? No other countries. William Wordsworth is the father of romanticism in England. And this style of romanticism was introduced to the world by French philosopher and poet Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Jean-Jacques Rousseau introduced, and it was introduced to England by William Wordsworth. That time there was a factory system and people were occupied with factory machines, and they didn't have time to look at nature or think about human feelings. So men were iron men, right? Men were machines. That's why Wordsworth introduced this style. Anyway, this is a short poem. It said that this poem has a close connection with Wordsworth's life. We should know that William Wordsworth had a romantic affair with a girl called Lucy. Lucy lived by a river called Dove. It is in a jungle area. She died early, and Wordsworth writes a long poem called Lucy Poems. This part is a short part from that long poem called Lucy Poems, right? We should understand. Now, slumber means sleep. Slumber means the death of Lucy. Slumber, she is sleeping. Did my spirit, my life, seal? My life was sealed by her death. Slumber did my spirit seal. A slumber did my spirit seal. A slumber means slumber, sleep of that girl. That means Lucy's death. I had no human fears. I had no human fears now. She seemed the thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. Now she has no touch of earthly years. She had the touch of deadly years now. No motion has she now. Now she has no motion, no force. She neither hears nor sees. She's been dead. She neither hears nor sees. Though he writes poetry, she can't read them. She can't hear them. She's dead. Rolled round in earth's diurnal course. She is now under the floor, ground, which rocks and stones and trees are. Now she is surrounded by rocks and stones and trees. She is dead. She is in a tomb, right? This is a very short poem, and through this poem, Wordsworth expresses his pathetic feelings, right? Narrator speaks about death. He is so worried about her death. He is now suffering from the absence of love for his life, right? There is no other story. That's the thing, and he expresses his feelings, sorrowful feelings, right? He is suffering from her death, and he writes this poem to express his feelings that are stricken in his mind, in his heart. So we can identify a real lover who loves the girl's spirit, though she is dead. There's a thing that should be forgotten and life must go on living. But here, he can't forget the dead. Memory of death is still survives in his mind. So the narrator can be identified as a genuine lover. Right? Death, life, suffering are the themes that we can identify here. We should know that this is a very short poem that comes in that long poem, Lucy poems, which he wrote. That means William Wordsworth wrote. This poem is set in the context of death. So that is a death poem. Its origin is either elegy or dirge. We can say this type of poems, either elegy or dirge, as that is written for death. Right. Though it is a death poem, poet speaks of human life also. One death brings sadness for the living ones. Here the narrator is still sad because of his girlfriend's death. Let's discuss more details later. Goodbye.